Hello, this is the video help for Hiker and Biker Pro 12. We're going to cover the main screen, which this is the main screen, and we're going to explain a basic amount of the information, and then there are additional video help files that will allow you to see the details of, say, for example, the tabs in other screens. Let's start out by describing the application. The application is for hikers and bikers who want to take trail information for both hiking and biking and have all that information at their fingertips so that they can use either an iPad or another device to provide them information at the field on the trail as they're actually going down the trail. The first screen we're looking at here is the trail location data screen. On that location data screen, there are individual buttons for other screens listed at the top. These are primary screens. There is also on the video help screen both video help like the one you're watching and additional links that will take you to the other screens that are not listed on this screen. We're not going to cover all the screens in this particular video because they are listed on the video help. But what we will cover is the information for this screen to start with. This is a copyright product, and the information is for the license for this. There is a license number that is provided for each user and the licensee's name. You do not distribute, sell, or give away this application to anybody. That is unlawful, and you can be prosecuted. The information on this screen is basically one trail per screen, and what you're going to be doing if you need to add another new screen is to hit the new button, which will add a new screen to the application. And then all the information beyond that in the tabs will either be filled out in tabs or used based on that particular trail location that you're talking about. In the trail name, you put the name of the trail that you're going to be visiting. And I can see we have a misspelling here. Let's fix that just to show you how you do that. You back it out and then you put in the actual correct spelling. In this particular city, in Sedona, and the nearest city outside of Sedona where this location is at, or this trail, is Flagstaff, Arizona. It shows the trail elevation at the base trail, at the trailhead, and at the highest elevation that you'll run into on that trail. This information can be provided by website information that is included in this application, which we'll cover later. There is an off-highway number, which is the highway that you're taking off from in order to reach this trailhead. In this case, it's 89A. There's a distance from the trail, from the highway. In this case, it's very close. It's only 50 feet off the road. The type of trail, this is a narrative that you put in yourself that describes that, or you pull it off the website where the website describes what kind of trail it is. In this case, it's hiking, no bikes, and there are water crossings. So you want to wear the appropriate shoes to be able to cross water. The trailhead's name is Slide Rock. The type of parking is a paid parking with 150 spaces, and the trail is managed by Arizona State Parks. In this case, there's no address given. There's a state or province. In this case, it's in Arizona, and there's no zip code given unless you find one on your trails that you're looking at. There's access hours where you have 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's open year-round in case, unless there's snow blocking the entrance or the access. There's fee to the access, and it's $8 per car. There's no additional parking fees included. The trail conditions are short trails mixed with gravel and rock. What that basically means, the conditions are that there are short trails down to the water edge, and there are both steps and gravel in this particular park. Camping is available within 2 miles. Camping fires, you can see that. Showers, no. Camping store, yes, on the park. There is no Wi-Fi. There's no AC power. There's no there are bathrooms, pardon me. There are trail maps on the site leaving the park where you can take trails away from the park. Water is available on the park. This space over here is a notes where you can add either current notes from the website or notes when you're actually on the trail and you want to add particular information about diversions or maybe a different trail off the trail that you're looking at. There is a location map that you can add, and in this particular case, you're going to need a Google email account. And the way that works, you can go to Google Email and you can create an account. It's free. And what that does is when you sign in, you can have your own series of maps. And in this case, this is actually Google Maps. We're using Wi-Fi or 3G to access this map. Now, if you have this map and you want to expand it and then take a snapshot of this map, you can then paste that map into the Trail Maps portal like I've done on this one for Slide Rock. You just copy and then you paste it right in where you say paste. Or you can insert a picture from your hard drive or from the iPad or iPhone. You can put it directly into this by insert picture and it'll show the library on your iPad or iPhone to paste it directly in here. The information from the first screen is copied over here, plus it shows the file size of the information you hear. And the reason for that is if you're on the iPad or iPhone and it's slow opening, you want to make sure you keep these file sizes under 200 kilobytes to allow fast access to these photos. There is a button here that will take you to the Trail Maps portal. The rest of this information for the Trail Maps photos themselves, for businesses nearby, will be covered. Now in businesses nearby, if you type in a city name or a business name, it will zoom in through Google Maps and allow you to look at that particular location. And just for example, if we go previous on this and look at a different site, we can see the actual map for the, well, in this case we don't have one, but there would be an address in there where you could see the actual city area where you're going to, and it would show you that particular information. We'll cover hiking and biking websites separately and expense track separately. There is a calendar where you can actually take and map out your locations where you're going to be on the date by date. And there's a show hide button, which you saw me open, which will expose either or hide the iPad menus to allow you to have more screen area without the menu areas on the screen. You can see that the next and previous will move you between the screens. The show all, in case you do a find where you're actually doing a find, say for example looking for a particular thing on a screen. For example, in this screen, anything in any of those fields can be used in a find in order to find that particular thing, like if you wanted to look for a trail. But you can also use the trail lists and the other list to also find that information. Okay, well this covers the initial screen, which is trail location. Take the next video using this video help button to go to that screen. So let's go to video help. You can see that the next one would be about the video help screen and the app map. That concludes this video.